Maple goes in, pops out Zonius, wins one more hit on him, doesn't matter, they're going to clean through, gets himself the double, the inhibitor is falling, TPA are railing, they're falling back behind, that's a triple once again for the mid laner Maple, who has been dominant on Cassidy in the last 2 games.
This is going to be the push through here. The yoeFlashWolves do the unthinkable, come back from a 2-0 deficit to win the game, and the Intel Extreme Masters Taipei, absolutely brilliant comeback.
大家好，我是闪电狼的4叶。那现在我们的选手在后台做练习，然后再过几个小时，我们就要迎接我们IEM的第1场比赛，对决 SK Gaming。然后对于这次比赛，我们团队都很有信心。我们的选手花了大量的时间，长期的为这场比赛做准备。然后我们的教练以及分析师也对于对手做了一个大量的研究。然后这几天过来到波兰当地这边，其实大家适应的状况也不错。那就是休息得也很充分，我相信再过几个小时，我们一定可以拿出让台湾粉丝们骄傲的成绩。
Undersold. In every international event that they've gone to, they've actually surpassed the expectations at last year's World, the previous IEM events. They've always done a lot better than we expected to, and I expect to see the same thing here.
Yeah, also here we see the yoeFlashWolves just, they look happy, they look confident in their matchup backstage, and as they should be, because even though the fan vote, who we're going to look at it in a second, they're calling for SK Gaming, it is, for you guys, a lot closer.
I think it is a lot closer, but yeah. we're not talking...
And the experts said it, but can they do it again? Knocking down the crowd favorites in the Taiwanese region for that #1 seed. We have the challengers coming up, the yoeFlashWolves!
To the enemy jungle, apply the pressure elsewhere.
Yeah, that blue buff here going down quickly. Actually, TP coming in here from Stake. What can they do with this one? There's a jump in from Casa Fox down to half HP. Stake actually flashed upon there by Svenskren for the knockup. Stake will get a good ulti off, and here comes the 18-0 from the side. This is looking decent for Yoe. There goes Xerath out. First blood will actually land on Casa, and the rest of the team still pushing in. There was an ignite down that killed off Stake there in the end, but look how low SK go in this fight. Casa's still full HP, but there's still a tower there, so that'll prove to be a little more difficult.
Oh, can Carson defend this? Not quite, but Freddy might be in a little bit of trouble. There's a nice slow coming in from Maple. The damage loaded on. There's the stun with the E, and that's an easy kill for the FlashWolves. Freddy, who's the pink ward worth it, man. Meanwhile, a dive going on in the bot lane. NL in trouble. Svenskren comes in for an easy kill there with the knockup.
When you know he's coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Fox doesn't know he's coming in. Bowler will miss, but the ultimate should be good. This might be enough damage. The second bowler did land there, and Carson is able to pick himself up.
Wow, all of the yoeFlashWolves are right there. This seems a little bit dangerous. The damage from Maple's going to be scary, but it looks like SK, are they going to get this dragon? They will, but now they might have to fight Stake. He's not in Meganar anytime soon. And whoa, what an ult coming in from Freddy. Can SK capitalize? There's a good ult in response from Sword Art. SK is going to have to back away.
Out, all the way around, depending on how he wants to do it, to have a go at that dragon. You can see that 4 versus 5 basically. Now the TP is going to be coming in from this one. Dragon already down to half HP. Can the FlashWolves actually take this one away? No, it goes over to SK Gaming, and the fight is on. Sword Art will throw down the Monsoon, and SK, knowing that this is a 4 versus 5, surely going to escape it there as Fox will get 1 kill. Forgiven will join in with that.
Stake had that Meganar. Neither team really wanting to engage too much. Freddy getting sunnier. There we go. Karza back on the Svensker, and the ult comes in from Caitlyn as well. They're going to lock him up, and now can Maple finish him off? It looks like he can. And meanwhile, Freddy coming in from behind. Karza in a little bit of trouble there. Stake trying to get away. The heal from Sword Art will save him, though. Yoe slowly turning this one around.
Yeah, that Monsoon keeping him alive there. Stake going so close. So the FlashWolves can see Dragon going on. Stake's not there. TP's available, though.
He's coming in.
That's right, he's going to give it a try. There's a teleport. The dragon does still go to SK. Oh, NL takes a lot of damage right away. And Sword Art again trying to use that ult to disengage. Meanwhile, Karza comes back in again and going to get blown up. And there's a kill actually for Freddy. But Forgiven able to do work. So yet again, we see a dragon and a couple kills for start to bring things back against SK Gaming at a 6,000 gold deficit here. Calling activated, and here comes Svenskar in action right off the bat. The ult used by Karza. Will he find a chance to jump in? He will onto N-rated. There's the Lulu ult on herself, though. Karza in big trouble, and even Sword Art can't save him. Meanwhile, Maple trying to finish off N-rated. Didn't work out too much. The fight goes into the jungle now, and Fox in a lot of trouble. Whoa, he got out! Steak wasn't quite able to connect with that, and now Freddy chasing it. Meanwhile, another kill for Forgiven off screen, and SK is going to be satisfied with
and doesn't get the remaining damage. Fox able to flash out of that in the end. Maple trying to lay down some cues from the backside, but Forgiven's
done all season long in Europe, just pushing those turrets. And here we go, Karza coming in, trying to make a play into Svenskar, and the Wild Growth is going to keep him alive. Sword Art pops that out, Freddy gets into the backline, so, whoa, Steak with a big ultimate, but no real damage. Follow-up, double kill already for Forgiven.
Yeah, and Forgiven that maybe getting a little bit too deep, actually had to flash in the end, but no real worries for
walking forward right there, not afraid of getting hit by Ebola, considering he does have a QSS.
There goes another turret soon. Oh, Onslaught of Shadows used by Freddy. They try to get the back lines, but it's just not working for yoeFlashWolves. A lot of damage done to Steak. He's finally going to become Meganar, but SK says, okay, we can just take the inhibitor on our way out. Fox actually dives in for a little bit more damage, and there's another knock-up. Another kill for Lucian, and SK continues to push their way into the yoeFlashWolves base. This one is all but over. Wow, Forgiven just killing people in the fountain now.
Not having much of a problem there, I think, Forgiven. Having to use the Scimitar to get out of a bit of danger, but not really a problem. They're going to leave just one man left alive. The Nexus turret's already down here, and SK Gaming are going to finish up the victory and move through to play the GE Tigers for a spot in the playoffs.
A very convincing game by SK there. They got what they wanted right off the bat, got the split push going. Turrets started falling, and they never... Well, this GE versus SK game that's going to be coming up at some point today is going to be really, really cool to see. And if anyone's going to have an answer they can execute, it's going to be GE. That's going to be an awesome game.
Yeah, it should be very interesting because GE also unused to playing against this specific style. And I spoke to N-Rated before the game, and they said that they were confident.
And their opponents from Taiwan, will they be able to win over the fans in Taiwan, here in Katowice, and around the world? It's going to be the yoeFlashWolves!
Question. He's got an opportunity here. He's going to be maybe seen coming in. Steak. There we go. Ball's jumping in. Steak might need to burn a summoner here. There's a knockup from Rek'Sai trying to get away. There's the flash used. Is this going to be first blood? He doesn't have a lot of health up. Flash from Balls. They really want it. Cloud9. Will they get this first blood? They will. No, they won't. They won't. Meteos, he's so low now. This is dangerous. They have to back off. What a colossal mistake by Cloud9.
Making more decisions in game, but Doa, Balls and Steak, they're going at it.
Yeah, that's right. Ults use. Meteos coming up. He's going to try to make a plan here. I think Steak's in a little bit of trouble. He's still got that flash, but will he be able to use it? No, actually his flash just not quite up yet. There's a knockup from Steak, but it will be first blood going to Meteos Cloud9. Here comes Karza for a bit of equalization.
Well, let's see what he can do. Chilling Smite is down the flank. Is interrupted. Meteos catches Karza. But FlashWolves not really in place to make this happen. He's looking for the engage. The Glacial Path is going in. He's caught Soil Knots in the two. Meteos is now being hammered on by NL. But here comes Balls.
Balls throws him against the wall, and he's going to focus down on NL. NL flashing in. Meanwhile, Meteos in the backlines being annoying. Oh, but here comes Maple on Zed. Meteos gets the double, though. Are they going to be able to get any equalizing kills? Maple manages to take out High. But there's still Seps up C9 for some nice control down the bot lane. Maple's still in trouble. That is 3 kills for Cloud9.
He's currently sitting on 2,000 gold, but they've caught Karsa once again.
They get the flash out of Steak. Meanwhile, Karsa tries to come in. He's already solo health. Balls running away with that Meganar. Meanwhile, Steak chases Sneaky in a lot of trouble. NL picks up the kill there. Meanwhile, the Dragon still very low. This one's going to go over to the FlashWolves.
Well, wait for it. High is on his way. Got 2 kills now, though.
Oh, you think they're going to be able to do it?
Well, High is
they do.
There you go.
Down.
He got through.
I spoke too soon. This time, Meteos is the one moving around the maps, making big plays. They're going to try to make a play here on Balls instead. yoeFlashWolves trying to get a kill for themselves. Balls already getting very tanky. There's a death mark going down. Should be one they can pick up. They used so much on him, though. Wow. That might give C9 a Baron here.
Well, let's see what Cloud9 can do. We do see both Stake and NL moving into range. This could be dangerous indeed. Vengeful Maelstrom is going to buy some more time. Meteos is going for the gauge. They've got near the losers. Ironically, who lost today? Now they've turned their attention to Stake. They want him well done. Sword Art's joined the fight late. Baron has been stopped though.
Here in the river, are they going to be able to find an angle here? Balls ready to come over the wall at the moment's notice. And High comes in. He's going to get the ult onto Sword Art. Meanwhile, the counter engage from yoeFlashWolves. High, Zonia's Maple still with the kill. And what an ult for Balls, throwing everyone into the wall there. Lemon Nation Meteos coming through. Balls still in there again. Sword Art manages to get out. Here comes Sneaky, low health. It is okay though. NL and Sword Art on the run. Meteos, he's not done yet. Sneaky coming in. There's a kill onto NL. A double yet again for Meteos.
Grouped up in the middle lane and committed to the tower. Meteos as well as High. He's flashed for that one. They've caught Maple out. We do see the Cataclysm coming up for Casa. He's trying to defend. The tower's going to fall in the background as Elimination goes golden.
Yeah, Stake getting into the back lines, causing a little bit of trouble for Elimination as he gets taken out. Meanwhile, Balls has to jump away from that one. Sneaky got chunked out as well. And Stake just getting to be that super tanky Maokai. Meanwhile, Maple comes back in and grabs a kill. Well, yep, yoeFlashWolves backing away, and Balls, he's got his flash. He could try to flash all perhaps. Meteos, they're going to go onto him now with Stake. Balls still a threat, and there's another big ult throwing Sword Art against the wall. Sneaky into Cataclysm, gets jumped on by Maple. Balls getting a bit low, High in the middle of everything, just trying to keep things disrupted. Meteos goes back onto Maple again. Kills coming in for the yoeFlashWolves, so this is not going well for Cloud9. Only Meteos remaining. This could easily be an ace. Whoa, there he goes. Never mind. It seems so rare that you see it, well coordinated in a team fight. Stake coming in on this one. Meanwhile, the mid turret does go down. Cataclysm dropped. They're getting a lot of people low already. Karza Maple manages to get a kill. Sneaky picks one up himself too. And Cloud9 forced to back away. This is going to be an inhibitor possibly for yoeFlashWolves. No! He comes back in!
Oh, now we'll see if Maple can get out. Cloud9 managed to fend off the siege from the fact that NL went down, but I love the fact yoeFlashWolves played around Balls as Meganar. Meteos want to go. He's looking from the sidelines. Does have home guards though. He's going in. Doesn't find a knock-up yet, but he finds on a Sword Art and Karza.
Yeah, that's right. Karza tries to come in with the Cataclysm. Balls in the back line now. Has used that hold already. C9 trying to kite back. Balls in big trouble. And look at this. NL just not even touched yet in that team fight. Now finally taking a little bit of damage. Dark Binding perhaps saving a couple members of C9. But here comes Ace in the hole. High forced to ult himself. Does slow down some of the members of yoeFlashWolves though. But there's a nice heal from Sword Art. There's a dead Lissandra and an easily taken inhibitor for the yoeFlashWolves.
The FlashWolves have taken Cloud9 down. 4 members of the North American squad are taken out in that team fight. NL and Maple run rampant.
Yep, NL got some good positioning in that team fight. Balls wasn't able to make the difference, and that is it. Cloud9 is eliminated, and the yoeFlashWolves survive to day 2 of the Intel Extreme Masters World Championships.
It has not been a good group for the LCS squads.
It's been rough.
SK dispatched by GE Tigers. yoeFlashWolves stepping up, digging deep, and beating Cloud9 at the late game. Something that Cloud9 is famed for over and over and over. And simply not in it here in Katowice.
No, full credit to the FlashWolves here. They really played the late game team fight so well. And also just on Cloud9's side here, not really having any tools to get to the Caitlyn late game. There's no home guards from, let's say, the Lissandra either. You go back, you get home guards, you sit in your base, and when they push up to an inhibitor, you just TP in behind them, or not TP, so you just rush in towards them, because you know they're pushing your base. That's the way you can get your engaged with the Lissandra potentially here in the late game. Instead, it was a Rek'Sai coming in, obviously didn't really do too much, and we just saw the last few fights how FlashWolves managed to avoid losing despite having this pure physical damage lineup. Of all the armor and the early lead for Meteos, just didn't use it.
That's right. Well, it's time to send it back to the expert desk to see what their take on the game was.
Chover, because he's got Stake with him for a post-game interview.
Thank you, Shox, and I am indeed here with Stake. I'm very excited to stand next to Stake in his beautiful hair, but congratulations are in order for winning that losers match and staying in the competition here in Group A. So congratulations. How do you feel?
恭喜你，我们想知道你现在感觉怎么样？
感觉 没有很开心，因为我们今天是打得没有很好，对，但是我们明天表现还好，第二场后面的表现有比较稳一点。
Sounds good. You should be. And yeah, let's talk about that first game a little bit. The first game seemed a little bit rough for you, and especially for you on NAR. There seemed to be some team communication issues with your teleport, and you guys looked just a little bit dazzled by your opponents, SK Gaming. Just what were your talks after that game? How did you recover from that match?
你第一场玩NAR的时候可能有点沟通问题，可不可以给我们分析一下，你是怎么做什么样的改变才能恢复状态？
因为我们第一场只是输给是我们输给我们自己，因为我们打不好，所以第二场我们基本上都知道我们应该会赢的。
Alright, so we learned a lot of what we had to do from our first game, and so we made a lot of changes because of that.
Well, sounds good. Of course, as the result shows, you did indeed. But even in the second game against Cloud9, Meteos was everywhere in that early game, ganking all around the map, of course, taking a lot of kills, and it looked like he was going to help C9 take the win. Did you ever feel like it was slipping away too far, or did you have faith in your late game composition, even if it was all AD?
你跟第二场打 Cloud9 的时候，看起来 Meteos 在全地图上都在，可不可以给我们分析一下，就是你们是不是有信心，到后期你们可以赢的？
因为我们拿到很多后期角，所以，然后又是我们很熟悉的角色，所以我们知道我们只要撑到后面，我们一定会赢。
对不起，可不可以再说一遍？
因为我们拿到很多后期角，然后这些角色又刚好是我们熟悉的角色。
Okay, so we relied on our team composition because we knew that we would outscale them in the end.
All right, so having that faith in the picks and bans. Now, the talk for the FlashWolves all weekend is confidence, proving yourselves, and showing the world what you have. You've gone 1-1 so far. Where is that confidence? Do you still feel pretty good, or do you feel that you actually need to try harder to prove something?
想知道如果你现在有信心吗？或者你要再证明一下自己？
我们应该可以赢 SK 啊，我觉得。
He feels like we should be able to beat SK.
Okay, well, yeah, that was my last question. So the rematch, you're confident that you'll be able to take it this time and move on to the playoffs in the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship?
你估计你这一场会赢吗？会不会到半决赛？
我觉得机会蛮大的，我们应该有机会赢 SK。对，我们应该是可以跟 SK 打。
I have a lot of faith that we'll beat SK, so yes.
All right, we'll see if those words stay true tomorrow in the deciders match for Group A. But that's it. Once again, congratulations to the FlashWolves for winning that losers match and going to last.
大家好，我是闪电狼的教练詹法。就总结一下今天打 C9 跟打 SK 的比赛。第一场的话，我觉得是我们 Ben Pick 上处理得很不好，我跟叉烧没有料到他们会选掉大安娜，所以他们本来一直。他们跟我们的把最强的3只刺客全部跟掉了，然后他们又拿到大安娜，然后让我们的 Ben Pick 很被动，就是他们首选了非常有用的角色，然后我们的1、2选就是选我们的 main 角，但不是 OP 角，所以让我们整体选起来其实就是没有什么优势，基本上选起来就是劣势。然后，但是我觉得其实还行，但是就是小劣。然后比赛的时候，我觉得我们换剑一开始处理得很不错，但是我们最劣的地方就是我们那波蓝区打输了，但重点是那波蓝区是完全第一其实是刚才说，第二其实那个没有很有必要打，因为其实我们的换线策略是让上路很优，然后下路是小劣于他们。但是假如我们上路是可以稳定我们那可以稳定控线的话。因为其实他们那波人马的线其实很深，然后他基本上跟我们很吃，所以他们必须打得来。但其实我们不跟他打的话，我们的优势会非常的大，就会变成我们上路是可以赢很多，然后下路就还好，但是下路只要被防带就好了。所以那波处理很差，导致我们中期非常难打，尤其是他们是人马跟丹恩娜这两支非常在顺风非常强的角色，然后让我们打得很辛苦，然后就输掉这场比赛。然后第二场比赛打 C9 的话，我觉得在分 Big 上应该跟他们差不多。其实，在打国际赛的话， 分 pick 基本上你很难取得优势，因为他们每只角色都会，然后我们大概是每只角色都会，然后大概就是看谁的 main 角比对方强啊，单纯就是在国际赛就比拼这样子。然后其实我们前面也很逆风，可能是我们的组合太喜欢选凯特赢了，然后导致我们在配线跟一些打法上就是比较固定。这我们大概明天会再很深刻的检讨这个部分。C9的话，其实我们前面很逆嘛，大概输了最多输8000，但是其实我们大概在中后期的时候发现还可以赢，因为我们会战很强。然后就像雷克在大后期，他们拿很多头，但是他大后期大概就是只纯肉，然后纳尔也是就是纯肉，然后但是我们的角色就会有优势，所以打起来其实我们两边打没有很好了，但是最后就赢了。但是希望我们明天比赛不打得很好，尤其对 SK， 希望我们可以复仇成功。
In terms of bans as well, you mentioned so much about Stake. On the other side, banning out Freddy is actually never an option for any team. You know, he can play from behind, he can play in lane swaps, he can play from head, obviously, and make those flanks happen. So I feel like they're going to have to play around it, and I also think that that will be the hardest thing for yoeFlashWolves to overcome SK Gaming, because you...
And their opponents, the team from the Taiwanese region that wants to avoid that deja vu in this matchup for the deciding team in Group A. It's going to be the yoeFlashWolves!
Talked about yesterday when they played SK, how it felt like they were forced.
Oh, here we go. Fox going deep under the turret. Karza is right there. Fox tries to escape, but first blood goes to Karza and the yoeFlashWolves. Fox getting a bit over eager.
I think Costa's going to find Freddy.
I think he will too. Freddy in a little bit of trouble. There's a knock up the flash twist advance. Freddy in a lot of trouble now, and there's another easy kill for Karza. SK, it looks like they're going to try something. Alt pop by Svenskeren, and he's going in. Will he find anyone? Jumping onto Karza. No other targets there. Black Shield comes down. Svenskeren locked up. He's in big trouble now. There's a Wild Grove. Can't save him. Karza in a little bit of, well, he gets the kill. Meanwhile, Stake goes down to Fox, so SK draws a kill as well. Meanwhile, Big Gnar ultimate. Can SK capitalize? Double kill now for Fox. They're backing away. A double for Karza throughout this fight as well. And in the end, will anybody be able to take this dragon?
Greedy lack of vision from Enrated. Got caught out in the river. Fox is going to try this one. Look at the delay from FlashWolves.
Came into the dragon pit, was like, nope, terrifying. Dragon taken by yoeFlashWolves, Forgiven locked up as well. He goes down. Svenskeren has to back away. Solo health, trying to kind of make an exit for Fox, but here comes Freddy. Not Mega Gnar anytime soon, but it's enough to chase SK away. They're just going to get the turret easily.
I think that's Sven. He's got the ulti going.
Yep, that's right. Trying to make something happen. Svenskeren jumps in, jumps out.
Freddy coming out.
Trying to make something happen. Yep, Freddy came in with that TP. Forgiven trying to do damage from the outside, but meanwhile on the back lines, Karza causing lots of trouble. There's a kill already on the Rengar. Meanwhile, Forgiven does pick one up, but Fox zoned out of this fight, still manages to get in and get a kill onto Karza. Freddy zoning as he backs away, and SK, I think they're done in this one. It was a fight that SK arguably won, but
a massive team fight. No Mega Gnar.
Yep, no Mega Gnar. That is huge. Here we go. Karza coming in. Stake trying to get the back lines. Kills on each side so far. yoeFlashWolves trying to kite back as best they can. Dragon still very low. SK could turn on it. They're going to try, and there it is. Dragon taken by SK. They saved themselves from having to deal with a... Can really turn on this. Svenskeren pops the ult. He thinks he can. Maple maybe in a little bit of trouble. Arcane shift back. There's a knockup on his Svenskeren. Wild Growth will save him for now, but he's still going to go down. Meanwhile, Swordart has to flash away from his own ultimate. Stake and Karza coming in, and those two tanks are going to do so much in the backlines. Mega Gnar comes up for Freddy just in time, but now the kills coming in for NL. yoeFlashWolves takes that fight handily.
To win the side lane as well. Inhibitor going down now.
Yeah, looks like it will, and Flash will secure the first inhibitor. Meanwhile, they trap Svenskeren with that Dark Binding. They're going to blow him up immediately. Wild Growth may save him. No, Swordart picks up that kill. Freddy trying to get in, gets a big Mega Gnar ult, but FlashWolves just turn right around on that. There was no follow-up, and SK just kind of waiting for the rest of their team to sort of die. Fox
with minions, I think they're pushing the Nexus though.
I think they might be, yeah. It's a little bit dangerous. the health on Stake. Cars, a lot of damage. Black Shield helping out with quite a bit of that as well too. That inhibitor turret getting a bit low. They actually catch Freddy with a dark binding, but the objective is the turret. There it goes. Stake getting in the back line. Zen Rating has to flash away. Karza looking for an opportunity as well. Svenskeren can't get in, can't do any damage. A double kill already for NL. There goes inhibitor number 2. And now we may see those Nexus turrets get pushed a little bit. NL's itemization is hilarious right now too, by the way. He's got such a front line. Doesn't need any defensive items. Here comes Freddy. Huge Gnar ult, but where's the follow-up? Forgiven on Corki. Not a lot. Fox health immediately. Maple on a rampage with another kill on that. Freddy gets the double. And now only Forgiven standing between SK and elimination. There go the Nexus turrets. There goes the Nexus. And the yoeFlashWolves will move on to the semifinals. GG.
SK Gaming look flustered. Corki is not a lumberjack. And
Not really.
Stake was simply unkillable as the game progressed. But from the get-go, from the very first invade, from the very first lane decision, FlashWolves had their own map. It wasn't exactly the same as the GE Tigers, but they didn't need it. They got the gist.
It was very clear they rewatched the game from yesterday against SK and said, okay, what did we do wrong in the lane swap here? We didn't go down and deny Freddy any farm. If you look at yesterday, this time around, they went down to the bottom lane with 4 guys. They took the tower early here. They ended the lane swap very fast, swapped back to a 2-2 lane, and they got the early dragon as well from it. They played it so well in this lane swap here, punishing SK for their very passive style. This time around, not having great solution to fast push a lane and get that BF sword instantly like they normally wants to do, and also stopping Enrated from getting to that bottom lane and helping Freddy. That was just such a good setup, and that started everything. They played so well early on, and they got rewarded late game.
Yep, that's absolutely right. Well,
and we actually have him standing by with Chobra for a couple of thoughts into that fantastic victory.
Thank you very much, Shocks. And ladies and gentlemen, what a story to be had here in Katowice. The yoeFlashWolves, the underdogs of Group A, rising to the occasion for that second seed spot. So congratulations are of course in order for Karsa, the jungler of the yoeFlashWolves. As we go forward, let's start right from the picks and bans. We heard talk that the FlashWolves really wanted to focus on the picks and bans and change things up. And the first big difference was you guys banned out Lucian instead of LeBlanc. What was the thought process there?
首先恭喜你。我们想知道你们在 pick ban 上，我们知道你们有很多改变。我们想知道你们为什么把 Lucian ban 掉，然后gave LeBlanc to 然后让他们拿到妖姬。
因为 Forgiven 他最擅长的英雄就是葛雷夫跟路贤，然后这版中路最强的角色就只剩下勒布朗，所以我们是打算拿雷克萨、茂凯去跟勒布朗做一个交换。
Okay, so our plan was we knew that Forgiven's best champions were Lucian and Graves, and we knew that the mid laner's best champ was LeBlanc, and we were okay with trading it for Maokai and Rek'Sai.
Well, and so going forward from there, now we've seen those two bans going against Forgiven, but usually his backup champion is Caitlyn. So a lot of people were saying, all right, well then it's probably going to be Caitlyn, and you know how SK is going to play, but he pulled out Corki. Were you guys expecting that pick?
他平常会选女警，但是他Forgiven 今天选择了飞机这英雄，你们是不是期待他选择这英雄？
我们原本是预期他是选凯特琳，可是这个 pick 也是超出我们的想象，就这样讲而已。
So actually we expected him to pick Caitlyn, but he ended up picking Corki instead.
Well, yeah, it kind of threw everyone off, and now you mentioned the Rek'Sai earlier, so let's focus on that. You had a great game early on, and you had some amazing roams, amazing counter ganks, really, and showed a different yoeFlashWolves. Yesterday, you guys looked a little bit flustered, but much more improved team communication today. What was the difference in the attitude and environment of the team?
所以你今天很多你的 game 都做得很厉害，看起来你很了解这小地图，可不可以给我们了解一下你是做了什么改变沟通方面上？
第一天的表现不太好，就是可能大赛前会怯场吧，然后就调整一下自己的心态，队友互相鼓励，然后今天就可以表现比较好。
So our first day we didn't perform that well, so afterwards we just try to cheer each other up, and we did a lot better today.
Yeah, that team environment matters a lot. Now the big questions are the yoeFlashWolves. You guys have wanted to prove yourselves time and time again. Well, you've taken down Cloud9 from North America. You've taken down SK Gaming from Europe, and now you will represent your region in the semifinals here at the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship. What does this stage mean to you?
你们很不容易打败了 Cloud9 和SK Gaming， 这对你来说意味着什么？
我们的表现还是可以再更好，就我们虽然还是有很多进步的空间，不过，我就差不多这样。
So actually, we have a lot we can improve on.
All right, well, hey, that's actually a great lead into my final question. Your opponents will be none other than TSM, and they've been looking absolutely dominant this year in League of Legends. How confident are you for that semifinals?
你下一场比赛要跟 TSM 比，他们今年看起来真的表现很亮，你有信心可以打败他们吗？
有，我跟我的队友都很有信心。
Yes, I have confidence, and my teammates and I all have a lot of confidence.
All right, we'll see how they do in the semifinals coming up later in the day. But of course, before that, we have another Deciders match coming up. So let's wrap things up for this game back at the expert desk.
Thank you very much. Not too extended answers there from Carson.
No research to do on the previous two teams. I would assume that yes, you are right that they probably prepared a lot more for SK, but they can't take the possibility out of the window that
that's true. That's a mistake.
Yep.
Yes.
True enough. I mean, and again, just going back to the format, best of one, it can get a bit crazy. It did get a bit crazy over the last day or so. Yeah, a little bit crazy with this best of ones. But now, again, we're into the best of three. Even if the yoeFlashWolves have come prepared for TSM, even if they were already kind of planning for this, at most, I think we're going to see them take one game in a best of, I'd say TSM all the way.
Yeah, it got a little crazy, but I think you can all agree that the teams that have gone out have no one to blame but themselves as well in those. In terms
and their opponents, maybe you haven't heard of them as much as TSM, but that's exactly why they're here on the stage, upsetting Group A, going to that Deciders match, and coming here for the semifinals. It's going to be none other than the yoeFlashWolves! It's no longer just single battles. It's time for the war to begin here in Katowice.
Great top lane here. You don't even need to kill that Reddit. You just need to force her away from the tower because there's so many minions pushing in. If you get a flash, that's just a bonus.
Oh, there is the flash. Actually, Santorin going underneath the tower there. The phosphorus bomb did land, but wasn't quite enough damage to finish off a kill. But no flash now for Stake. Still level 1. He's going to have to go back to base, heal himself up. And honestly, when there are 3 people still there, he can't even TP right back into that lane. But he is going to TP down to the bottom side. Dyrus going to flash away from this one. It's the AD carry that's tanking up the turret. Castle will actually take a couple of hits as well. But the yoeFlashWolves, I mean, in response to that push out there for Bjergsen, so getting that armor in early on so he doesn't have too many problems. But on this top lane again, Santorin and Lustboy going to team up here. We see the exhaust going down. The hook from Lustboy actually missing there. Q from Santorin has landed though, and he's going to follow through on this one. Santorin taking a big amount of damage there. They will finish him off in the end, but Lustboy going incredibly low, and they'd already lost Santorin. Well done by Stake in that scenario. That's the best he could have hoped for there.
I did see though there's a very late tier coming in for Castle. Let's talk about that one later. Now Bjergsen and his split pushing adventures.
Yeah, you just said he knows when to back away. Sword Art actually going incredibly low from that one. Bjergsen will flash through, gets a kill. So 1 for 1. I don't think it could have gone really much as well. But either way, they've cleared out that mid lane for now. But the yoeFlashWolves looking to turn this one around. There's the ulti from Bjergsen coming in. Deathmark does go down, but they finish off Maple. Can they get any more here though? Lustboy will be finished on the top side. And this one's surely not over at this point. Bjergsen moving off to the side. And the yoeFlashWolves decide they've had enough of that one. FlashWolves getting the first 2. There's a big spear onto Lustboy. That might be enough to send TSM packing or not. Bjergsen going to claw in. They've gone for Sword Art. They get Italy down to half health as well. There's the kick onto Casa. Dyrus will follow up. It's Stake in the back line, but he's already been taken out of this one. And this is not looking good for the yoeFlashWolves, or is it? NL's actually gone charging in there. Managed to get himself 2. Will he get 3? He should do here. Bjergsen will come out of the Zhonya's. That's a triple kill for NL. Dyrus is trying to escape down the bottom side, but
you see them blow first of all the Lissandra ulti on
That
right there. Oh, might even get a kill.
Wow, Dyrus going incredibly low. Wave comes through, NL will dash forward. Dyrus, though, does manage to survive there at the back. We see Maple going deep as well. Will actually flash in for the kill onto Dyrus. But now TSM pushing out as well. I think it'd be dangerous even now with NL still incredibly high. Meanwhile, Stake has managed to catch out Bjergsen in the top side of the river. Spear won't land, but Stake will get the dash onto him. There is still the Zhonya's available for Bjergsen, but even using that would be probably certain death. Will throw down the ulti onto Stake. He's going to try and keep himself alive and maybe take one with him, but that is a good spear. Zhonya not used in the end, and that's a 2 for...
Really far behind. He's never become this massive tank. Instead, though, now, Team Solo mid, they're looking to fight.
Oh, but Dyrus going to get caught out inside of his own jungle there, will go down, and the FlashWolves now have a 5 versus 4. There's the slow onto Santorin. We see the push from around the side coming in as well. The spear not quite doing enough damage, but that means they open up this first inhibitor turret. That will go down, the inhib will fall as well, and oh, he's going to be close though. Bjergsen actually diving in, gets QSS out, will use his Zhonya straight away afterwards. Can he escape it? No, he can't. Swordart gets that one. Maple actually inside of the base was finished by Santorin, and they've decided not to push through, but that's...
around this Baron and around this Dragon as they start to spawn.
Dyrus is pretty much alone there. He needs to be super careful. Actually has to take the lantern away. The wave will connect and Stake moving forward. Who's he going to go for? Actually, they engage onto Stake. It might just well finish him off here. Will actually flash after using his QSS, but Maple dives in the middle as well. Dyrus is going to go down to the death mark. They catch Wild Turtle, and the yoeFlashWolves maybe making one final push here. They blast down Bjergsen. Now Lustboy trying to run off to the side. He will fall as well, and it leaves just Santorin to try and defend. They can push this mid-wave out and just go for the
map really well for the second game in a row.
Really used that comp so well, and a different tactic in the lane swap, but really paid off for the yoeFlashWolves here.
Well, there are both of those Nexus turrets going down. Lustboy will be finished off, and I think they want a few more kills just to sweeten the deal here a little bit for them in game number 1. Bjergsen trying his best to keep going. Did get a last second Zhonya's, but he's finished off with a triple there for NL. Can he get any more? No, he's finished off there with a double for Wild Turtle. Santorin trying to actually kill off Stake here. Will manage to do that as well, and I don't think Swordart can particularly stand up to him. They've got super minions onto the Nexus itself. He misses the Q, and Swordart is going to try and win the game right here. We'll go straight in there. There is the Q actually landing, but he's too low. Swordart's going to kill him. There is the ace for the yoeFlashWolves, and that will also be slowly but surely given. The Nexus going down.
Nami here. You gotta get that finished when it's the IEM.
So game number 1 going over to the yoeFlashWolves. We said this is the underdog team so far. TSM looked great in their 2 previous games. yoeFlashWolves stepped it up big time.
They really did, and I think the big key in the next game has to be FlashWolves are on the blue side.
Yeah.
They have the Maokai advantage. We've seen that Stake can muddle through on that champion. Now the Aurelia threat as well. So how do the pick and bans go? Because the FlashWolves do have that choice of taking it away. And will TSM be able to perform without that pick?
I just find it so amazing how they find a way to make Stake useful. But again, you're putting Stake in that disadvantage. We saw them work around it last time.
I mean, they seem to be very good at working around it.
Normally, you don't want to do that with an Aurelia, though.
Well, here we go. We are going to jump into game number 2 between the yoeFlashWolves and Team Solo Mid, where the FlashWolves just 1 game away from the grand final of World...
The wave.
Yeah, still at least for Dyrus. He will get more farm. He's already level 7 to 6 of Stake. He's not in a too bad of a spot. He also wants to save that teleport. We know how strong Alessandro TP is down towards the bottom lane in case any ganks happen. Because obviously now you're waiting for... Well, we're waiting to see what Bjergsen will do in this trade. He's going in.
Oh, he's took a tower hit there as Maple. Don't think the Deathmark's got quite enough damage for the Shuriken from the side. Really well played that by Bjergsen. If Carter gets lured into that one, he's on the top side of his jungle. Actually, NL taking a lot of damage, and Santorin says, right, I'm on the map now, guys, and he manages to get the first kill for him. Second one should drop here for Wild Turtle.
While he's waiting for the wave to push forward, and NL maybe getting caught out.
No flash.
Yeah, he's probably going to go down in this one, isn't he? I mean, half HP, the Monsoon keeping him alive. They're turning it around with Carter. Now they've got Wild Turtle coming in. He will flash to the back. They pick up that kill, but it looks like Wild Turtle could be in trouble as Maple misses pretty much everything when he comes around the corner. Carter going low. Maple has got no mana at this point. Or is he going to be able to finish him? A wild growth from Lustboy, who's now tanking up the turret. He has to flash away, and Maple still not got the mana to do anything. Wild Turtle turns around and gets himself a killing spree. To try and defend Sword Art is coming down, and Carter is going to come running through on this one as well. What can they do? There is the warning sign that Rengar's getting close. He's going to get in the brush as well. Bjergsen is going to try and turn things around. A wild growth comes in. Lustboy might pay the price though, but in the end they managed to get away from it. Did have to use a couple of ultis to get the job done though.
You can see TSM disengaging immediately because it was a 5v4 there in the bot lane. Quick TPs from both of the top laners. Can they turn this one back around?
And they should be able to. Sword Art is already ridiculously low. That tower is still there, but they're not going to care too much for that. They go in.
Are they going to make a play right here? They'd have to TP, but there's nothing really to make a play on.
They've gone late, and I'm not sure about this one. Dyrus goes low, but it's Carter that will surely drop first. There is Bjergsen diving into the back line as well. Meanwhile, Wild Turtle joins the party. Stake jumps onto him, but honestly, this is a messy one. Everyone going very, very low. Lustboy flashed over the side. Maple and Stake trying to chase him down, but the slow is going to be incredibly strong. There is Dyrus on top of Stake. It's Bjergsen that's fed the kill, and now Maple is trying to run away. They still need to be wary of the amount of burst that he can do. His ultimate is available for him as well for that little extra. Well, they're going to come around the side. There's the claw coming out. Dyrus can't quite lock him up though. And Maple dancing around. He goes for Santorin, but once the slow comes in, that's the end of it. Bjergsen on a killing.
Team Soulmate puts a pink at Baron itself. It won't clear the one just outside, but for now, let's see if Stake can stay alive.
The answer, my friends, is no. There is the pop. Carter also taking damage, but they're going for Bjergsen again. A lovely last second wild growth will keep him alive, and he's managed to walk away on the top side. Dyrus also going in there with the Zhonya's. NL will dive into the back side of them though. But look at the call-in to give the double kill to Wild Turtle, and that means a possible Baron here with almost the ace. Only Sword Art left alive, but to steal a Baron with that Janna is going to have to be very, very precise and probably lucky as well at the same time. Just trying to kill off Lustboy, but Wild Turtle will turn around, gets himself the ace, and the Baron will go to TSM. Well, Sword Art nearly died there. That might have just been the kill that they needed. Maple actually diving through, and that will surely be the kill they need. Wild Turtle does go low, but he does have that bloodthirster to heal himself back up. Could be a little bit dangerous though for TSM. Something tells me that risks aren't what they're going to be taking to finish out this game. Actually, Turtle did pack away, get himself a red buff, and we'll use that to heal all the way back up to full as well.
Yeah, Lustboy with a fast whimsy right there in order to secure that kill, and now they're just going to push on forward through the tower.
Well, it's going to be in towards NL, who is going to get popped there by that death mark. Of course he is. We're 45 minutes into this one. Bjergsen at full build. But Dyrus and Bjergsen both a little bit low. What are we going to do with this one? Wild Turtle will latch on to Carter first of all. But these Nexus turrets finally will get focused down. The first one will fall here just a second. Wild Turtle actually having the wild growth put onto him by Lustboy, but I think this one is over here. There's the dive in towards Sword Art from Bjergsen. The rest of TSM saying, no guys, don't go for the kills. Let's finish off this game. Nexus falls. We're going to game number 3 as TSM pick up the second one.
Get in onto Ezreal if they do want to go for that all in. And look at this attempt at a steal. He gets it.
Well. Maple coming up nicely there. Will steal away that blue buff. And
300 mana for him. And now Castle looking towards Dyrus in the top lane.
Oh, the slow didn't quite land there. And, well, the spear did, and that could make him jump in there. Oh, but Santorin makes his presence felt. Carson can't quite get onto Dyrus. The last second shield, and Dyrus will pick up the first blood. And we said we've not seen Santorin.
He's going to be insanely tanky already in the mid game on his own. Bjergsen now going for Sword Art.
Yeah, in a position where I'm not sure he should really be there. Flash over the top from Lustboy will lock up a couple of them. Not sure if Steak's got the damage there to finish off Lustboy. Never Lose is going to come around there as well. As they
shoot the Tibbers away.
And that's
to a tier 2, but they may want that tanky front line to deal with this that's coming in right now.
They're expecting to engage.
Oh, Lustboy is gonna pretty much miss everything there. And actually, they have had to use someone to heal on him. That's probably not good. Santorin, though, right in the middle with Wild Growth on. They managed to pick up NL. They're gonna get Karsa here as well. Bjergsen will get that for the double. And I think this might be a cleanup. Steak is gonna go down. Maple getting hit left, right, and center. Bjergsen trying to get away. Actually, a turret hit from the side will mean that he goes down. Steak just running around with his last.
No matter which side, but you know the LeBlanc or Vi is going to come from one of the sides and get onto your carries because you just lost most of your ping wards you placed before. Why didn't you stay around them and defend them? Now Bjergsen is going to get a kill. Never mind.
Close enough though. NL might be completely forced out of the fight. Steak is in the middle of them, and that could be bad news for him. Going to go down to half HP, trying to run away. In fact, has to use his ultimate, but they do manage to get in. They get Karsa. Good little bubble. Will that be enough to save the rest of the team? Flashing from Dyrus, and there is the culling coming through. Steak is slowly but surely going down, but Maple, he dives in the backside of them, almost getting something back there, but it looks like Bjergsen will be able to chase down the last man. Nice bubble from Sword Art. He's going to be under his tower, so almost an ace here for TS.
Simply started making plays they didn't have to. I mean, you don't need to go gang for your sign. He's going to be fine. Can't say the same for your Nami.
Yeah, dive straight in there, as we were just saying a couple of seconds ago. Karsa going to go low, has to actually flash away. Santorin himself is actually going fairly low on this one, but they've taken the turret. They've killed off 2 people as well. Steak's like, I'm dead, but I'm running back to minions, and they don't want to do that. Here we go, though. We are going to see Wild Turtle, not the man expected to actually dive under the tower to get this one done, but they've managed to kill off 2 people almost, and they'll actually survive there in the end, but that was the kill they were looking for. They'll get on towards Maple as well. He tried to arcane shift away, but was followed through. Steak will die as well. That's 4 men technically down. Sion will stay alive for just a little bit longer after death, but that is TSM taking down 4 men. They're going to push through this one and pick up game number 3 to move on to the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship Final.
Well, out of all the ways to end that game, Deficio, it was the AD carry diving the turrets. I mean, the AD carry.
Honestly,
it waits so long, and then it's the AD carry diving the turret.
I think Turl said, guys, really?
Yeah.
I'm just going to do it now, because obviously you don't want to. Santorin's like, no, I'm too scared of something really bad going on. So Turl getting in there, but TSM, 1-0 down. The Wolves played incredible in game number 1, but TSM really showing some great strength to come back 2 games in a row.
Yeah, absolutely. And an unlikely, I think, semifinal matchup here, especially with the floor.
接下来还有年终赛，还有世界大赛，还有香港电竞大赛，还有可能有下一站的 IEM， 有太多国际赛等着我们了。我们卡塔第一次出国，我们 S5这个新阵容第一次出国就拿到了前4名，其实应该要骄傲，不是吗？而且这次出国，我看到洞洞。其实有很多的成长，就是变了很多。也许东东本来就这么棒，但我觉得经过这次出国，我们更凝聚在一起了。熊王跟小德，记不记得你们第一次出国的时候，在是哪里？ 出国之前，那时候队伍是什么？记得吗？是10连败，是我们在毕业的时候一场都输不了，无论回去怎么检讨，无论怎么骂，无论我们做什么任何改变，毕业的时候就是一个礼拜接着一个礼拜，一场都赢不了。但是那一次出国，我们拿到WP第2名。当时的参赛队伍不是什么世界最强的队伍，但是那个第2名对我们来说是很大的鼓舞。然后我们回国了以后，第1场就赢了 TPS， 对吧？这时候甚至Maple还没加入，打赢 TPS 还是Maple上的，不是还是那个冰封上的。我觉得那一次出国对我们的影响是很大的。因为那一次的比赛，所有人更凝聚了，然后发现世界的舞台有多高，然后也让大家更渴望胜利，然后朝向那个世界的舞台。这只是 S5的我们第1次出国就有这样的成绩，我们应该要抬头挺胸，觉得自己很骄傲才对。